Alright, here goes part 2, the next step. Once your glitter and glue is dry, what you want to do is you want to take your Mod Podge again, start at the base of your glass, pulling away towards the top, and you want to give all the glitter a good clean coat of glue. Now again, the glitter may kind of flake off a little bit, but you're alright because you're going to be doing a second coat. But you want to make sure that you get everything covered, and like I said, it's a lot easier because Mod Podge goes on white. That way you can see where you've put it and where you have it. Again, make sure that as you do this, you get nice, even coats. And especially around the lip of your glass, you want to make sure you go in both directions and get a nice coat over the lip of the glass. That way your glitter goes all the way to the top. It doesn't necessarily matter what size brush you use. Right now I'm just using a foam applicator. I find that this makes it a lot less streaky when you go to apply. Also, another tip and trick that I've used: if you're going to have exposed glass or some type of line, your second coat of glitter, actually your second coat of glue, you want to kind of go over just a little bit over that first line that you made. If you're doing it freehand. If not, then you'll just want to follow your tape lines. But you just want to bring everything down nice and even. Just about got it all covered. Redo my lines a little bit. Now, once you get your cup covered all the way, just again go through, make sure you've got all your white and everything's smooth. You don't want to press too hard when you go to put on your second layer of glue, simply because you will wipe off more of the glitter than what you essentially need to. And then again, you just take and freely coat. And it does take a lot of glitter to do these. But you just take and coat again. I do mine over a piece of scrap paper. Only because you do use so much glitter and only so much sticks. You want to save your glitter, because it is kind of expensive. No matter how you buy it, it's still expensive, especially for a project like this. Some of the other ones that I've done, I've gotten away with using little containers of glitter, and that's if you're just using a specific color in a specific area. That tends to be a lot easier. Again, you just want to, as you're coating, you want to coat everything one good time, and then hold your hand in it and just simply tap on the foot of the cup and get some of that loose glitter off. You can turn it, give it a couple good taps. You don't want to hit it too hard, and make sure that if you do use your hand, you're not expanding your hand inside the glass too much, because they will crack. I don't care what glue you use. I don't care what kind of glitter you use. If you put too much pressure on the inside of that glass, it will crack. Now you can take your little piece of foam and again start around where the glitter meets, at least I am, and just kind of patting that down. I'm essentially, what I'm doing is I'm patting the glitter into the glue more, so I have less of a lipped gap. This allows the glitter to dry more flat to the glass. And that looks good around there. And turn, and then just take it and kind of, again, pat everything down. And that just allows for a more even coat of glitter, and it doesn't leave lines. You can also get, like, if you have little chunks of glitter because you are reusing, it'll help knock those little chunks off. And again, once you're finished, simply tap it. Maybe tap off your little sponge here. And I'm just going through and cleaning up the matte area of my design. Kind of tapping in the edges again. And as you can see, as I'm tapping, you'll see the white of the glue come through. And that's fine, because I'm going to be designing around this as well, with other glitters. So if you want a real clean line, in my experience, it's easier to use electric tape. But in between your coats, you do want to let the cup completely dry. Completely dry. Mod Podge and glitter usually take about 45 minutes to an hour to dry per coat. And that is solely depending on how thick of a layer of glue that you put. And it also depends on, believe it or not, the temperature of your house. If you like to keep your house a little cooler, it tends to take a little bit longer to dry. Generally, I set mine on a wire rack and sit it in front of a fan. And that's how I do that part. Again, one of the best pieces of advice I can give you is, when you do this, Always have the hand that you are holding and manipulating the glass with. Put a rubber glove on. The glue tends to not stick to the glove or your hand. Same with the glitter. Here you can see it a little bit from me holding it and doing the edges. But again, you want to, like I said, I use just a scrap piece of printer paper or just a scrap piece of paper. But after every coat, you definitely want to save your glitter. If you plan on doing multiple colors, even 2 colors, my best advice is to do one color, one coat, one color, let it dry, go back, and then do your other colors. One coat, one color at a time. I know it sounds hard. I know it sounds more time consuming, but that way the glitter will lay more evenly and you'll get better coverage. So when I get to the next step, we'll be back.